In this video, I want to give you a quick tutorial on how you can improve your LinkedIn profile with very simple, easy steps. If we are looking, I'm looking right now at my LinkedIn profile, and I'm not saying that my LinkedIn profile is the best, but what I see on the market, what's out there, many people can improve. Overall, I think a biggest lesson that you can, if I would give you one sentence to make sure that you improve your LinkedIn profile, this is it. Make sure your LinkedIn profile is about people who you target instead of about yourself. Your LinkedIn profile should be about them, about your potential customers, for example, or your potential people who want to give, who, if you want to have work, whoever you want to connect to, your LinkedIn profile should be about them, not about you. It's not about you or your company, it's about them. Now, why? Why is that? Well, because people don't care about you or your company. They care about themselves. And if they go on your LinkedIn profile, they want to know, are you a good person to talk to? For me, for me. And if I can recognize, if I go on your LinkedIn profile and I can recognize that you are dealing with people who are similar to me in the past and they are very happy, and I can see that you are solving problems that I have, well, I will engage with you. And there is a way of establishing that. So let's look at the specific pieces of that. First piece is the credibility and trust, right? And another piece is relevance. Let's look at relevance first. How do I know it's relevant? Well, first, I want to see that, as I said, you're working with people like me. And it can be, for example, as simple as saying that you're working with specific type of companies in specific industry. For example, food manufacturers. Who you work with? Food manufacturers. And well, in my case, I work with SaaS and software companies, B2B SaaS and software companies. Good. And B2B companies. Good. Who in those companies do I work with? Sales leaders. I help sales leaders and founders in this case. Well, I have to reduce it to a specific space because in your subtitle, you have a limited space. So in my case, I decided for this, helping sales leaders. So who am I helping? To do what? To solve what? Get B2B leads and meetings. Okay, and then the credibility part is that it's a LinkedIn growth hacker. Just a word that is very trendy, I identified. That is trendy within the group that I target, right? Cool. So subtitle should be focused around them and their pains instead of yourself. I am a founder of Tech Sales Box. How good is that compared to who I help and who I help with what? So that's better. Another thing is your picture. I encourage people, as long as they are in B2B enterprise sales, to have a professional shot because it's about the angle of your head and the background. Like, it has to be neutral, and it has to be like your face has to be close and not like super far. Like nobody. So people know this subconsciously that you didn't do a professional shoot. And if you target enterprise sales, you want to be more formal. That's why people wear suits. Well, in my case, I don't wear suit right now because I'm not targeting the people at those companies, right? Now, if you are targeting, for example, banking, well, you have to be like formal. Okay, perfect. So picture in the background. Ideally, again, it should underline who you target and what you help with. And it has to be like visually appealing. That's it. Not too much, all over the place, all this stuff that you can, just visit, whatever. Just it's noise. Reduce the noise, make it simple. Simple. Another um, thing, if I look about at the content, right, has to be like structured. And one way to structure it is to use emoticons, those icons. And those icons, make sure it's visually structured and make sure there are big spaces between the paragraphs. It's easier to read. And you want to include who you help, okay, who you work with, how you help, with what, like what are the pain points, and how you are different, and what are the ways to contact you. As simple as that. That's all I want to know. And if you have put more credibility, for example, with quotes, you can quote your customers, happy customers. You can also add videos. Well, in this case, I added some videos of my customers. Add media. Don't reduce yourself to text only. Add infographics, pictures, videos, whatever you have. Add it there because people like to research themselves. They go on your LinkedIn profile and they will look around. Give them opportunities to discover. Add media. Also, if you didn't publish any article yet, publish it now. There is a very easy way. Just take, if you have any content, and usually you do. I mean, you have your website, you have something, publish it to make sure there is something to explore. Okay? And if you publish it, ask people you know, relevant people, to like it. Send some messages. You have, if you publish something, you have also to distribute this content and not just to leave it there, because people will not find you unless they see a specific level of engagement. If I see something has 10 likes on LinkedIn, I'm more likely to read it rather than if I see there is no comment, no like. So if you publish something, invest time to also send it to 5-10 people so they like it. Also, in your experience section, it's another opportunity to talk about your customer, not about yourself, right? Unless you want to get a job. If you want to get a job, talk about yourself. If you want to close a sale, talk about your customers. Now, for example, I decided to go how we are different, describing the USP, and then again repeating who I help with. You can go for different pieces. The more pieces you have, the better. Make the picture more complete. And also again, add media here. It just gives the opportunity for people to explore. I want to give you one last tip that I think is very important, especially on LinkedIn. People have this, there is this section that is called recommendations, and people underestimate the importance of that section because it takes time to obtain recommendations, and it seems very hard. How do you get to the recommendations? There is a very easy way, and I have recorded another video. If you put your email or just put a comment below with send me a video about the recommendations, I will give you I will send you a video with the description on how you can obtain 10 references within half an hour. Let me know in the comment below if you want it. I will send you the link, and otherwise I also very happy to know if you think it's valuable, not valuable, and where you disagree, because everybody has different opinions. And what I'm saying is just an opinion. And it obviously depends on who you target, what are your objectives, and what are your views. So I would be curious to know how you approach LinkedIn and specifically, and did you optimize your LinkedIn profile?